bring in the former coach at LSU, Les Miles. Coach, good morning. How are you?
Dan, enjoying the day. Beautiful sunny day here in Louisiana.
Are you going to stay in Louisiana no matter what?
I think it's certainly an enjoyable opportunity for to be the head football coach at a quality institution would be out of state.
Yeah.
Then I think I would have to move.
What if you, as the rumor was, I don't know if it's a report that you would work for ESPN. Is that still a possibility?
I think that there's nothing off the table at this point. Certainly it's a great career and great fun, and people like yourself in the media that are entertaining and enjoy the conversation of sport. I think it's perfect. So I don't think that is off the table. But first and foremost, I'm looking to be a coach. It's what I trained to do for a lifetime, and there's too much in me that enjoys coaching.
More likely to see you on the sidelines or in the studio, 2017.
On the sideline, if it's my choice, absolutely on the sidelines.
Do you think it's close?
Not in the next week, I don't think. So.
Have you had an offer from any school?
Not that I would share what I would care to exchange information on. I can tell you that I've enjoyed the process. I enjoyed the people that I've met. I feel like there's some people there that I will be friends with for a long time, but I will not necessarily be coaching at their school. So.
Okay. How about the state of the school that might have been interested in you?
Yeah, they were in one of the states. Absolutely.
See, I thought Purdue might be a great situation for you.
I think Purdue's a great school. I think there's, the problem with that is that, I come from a Big Ten background, and it's the last time that I was there, as I recall, we didn't finish like we'd liked, and finished second in that game, and that was the last time that I played there. So I think there's some remnants of that old memory that affected me. He's
Les Miles, former LSU head coach, joining us. If you were still the head coach and Leonard Fournette came to you and said, I'm going to think about sitting out this bowl game to get ready for the draft, your reaction would be what?
Yeah, I would want to know exactly what's going on. I couldn't make a decision based on those things. If Leonard came and said, it's I should really not play, or if the doctor who treats Leonard says, he's 70% or he's 80% or he's really just not as good as he should be, and maybe it's a wise position to take to put him on the sideline and to put him in a position where he knows now and the team knows now that we're not going to play him. But certainly if Leonard was healthy, I don't think there would be any question in his heart that he would want to play his last college game with his teammates and wear the purple and gold and enjoy taking the field with his lifetime friends. And this is not an easy position. Certainly not for Leonard, not for Christian McCaffrey. Those people that are advising, you have to be careful not to be injured, and there's advisors that are saying that. Well, to some degree, they're exactly right. If that ankle's banged up and they don't have the ability to play as well as they're capable, could not protect themselves, then they need to be removed. But if the player says, no, I'm good, I'm ready to play, then you know what happens is the NFL they get a grade on a player, and they study the film, and what they study is this: the last game, the first game, the most rival games in the season, and they bring those to the front, and they break down the evals, and so the opportunity for, if you're not injured, that if this is a game where you're playing for a bowl championship, you can improve your draft position by making the opinion that, like for instance, Jeremy Hill played so well against Iowa. I'm absolutely certain he improved his bowl position and left early thereafter. But if you're not healthy and you're putting injury at risk, then you need to remove yourself. And I don't know exactly where Leonard is, and certainly I don't know where Christian McCaffrey is either.
Would it be a knock, do you think, for a negative for a head coach in the NFL to look at a player like McCaffrey or Fournette who did not play in their final game, did not play in a bowl game?
Well, I don't think that they would have the opportunity to look at him in a negative way, considering that the NFL is a number of guys that are making business decisions with their play as well. I think that the NFL coach wants guys that want to play for the team and want to create relationships on that team, and I think that both guys will have that ability to do that. And I think that they look at the draft stock and the impending wealth that could come as a pretty unique situation, and not one that would affect a decision not to play adversely. In other words, if I'm an NFL coach and I know that this guy is putting himself in the best position he can to be drafted, then I'm going to respect that, and I'm going to see I'm going to make my own opinion about how good he is or isn't, and I'm going to draft him without regard to the last game. Now, the great America that watches college football, the Les Miles who doesn't sit, who stands with his family and watches games and calls plays and has a blast. They want to see McCaffrey, and they want to see Fournette, and they want to see the best team that Stanford has and the best team that LSU has, but they don't get a vote, and because it's really just more important that the player respect the fact that he's going to be drafted for the first time and that he needs to be healthy to do so.
Did Fournette talk at all to you starting this year of sitting out this year? There was talk of coming off that great sophomore year of why would he risk injury. Was there any consideration to him not playing this past season?
None that he voiced to me. I can't imagine that he didn't want to set more rushing records at LSU. I can't imagine that he didn't have things to get accomplished, and I don't think there was any thought to him that he would be sitting out as the season unfolded.
If Coach Peterson at Washington asked you how to beat Alabama, what would you tell him?
I tell him you best be able to handle the front three big defensive tackles, defensive end styles that will knock you back, and because pass rush starts from there, and the running game really is halted by those big, strong men up front, and if you make it a one-dimensional game, if in fact it's going to be if Washington has to step back and throw the football, it's because that pass rush is going to come. So they had best be able to move the football on the ground in intermediate throws. They need to make sure that they're not holding the ball a long time, and we work hard for first downs. If you work hard for first downs, you can stay on the field with a very quality Alabama team. In stopping them, I think that their offense is a very good one, very talented one. But I think where they're specialists on the defensive side of the ball, and really special teams. So I would I would make sure that I built a package that could keep the ball and my defense could rest, and then I would want to make sure that my special teams, because the last time that we played those guys, they always seemed to get us in special team situations. So, but I'd say it's going to be a heck of a game, and I look forward to watching it. I can tell you that.
Well, great to catch up with you. Good luck, whatever you decide to do, whether it's broadcasting for a little while and then coaching after that. But thanks for joining us, Coach.
Dan, my pleasure.
That's Les Miles, former LSU head coach.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.